Hi peeps. I just thought I'd start right in today. My only jumping off point was I'm in a pissy mood. You know, I keep trying to kick it, and I just triggered by the little crazy things of, you know, computer stuff and bills and not being able to figure it out or navigate, or I mean, sort of, I've been trying to get a card on here that says like, share, subscribe, and I just can't seem to do it. It's driving me nuts. So do that, please, if you would. Just like, share, subscribe. Let's get that out of the way. But I think I'd like to look at, you know, I'm not even, weirdly enough, I'm not even sure this anger is entirely mine. I might be picking up on somebody else's frustration. They can't get it done. It ought to be easy, and it's not, and it's just got somebody with a bug up their behind, you know? And that's a terribly uncomfortable place to be. I find myself a little bit there this morning. I wish I weren't. I think the only way through it is through it. So how do we get through it, Spirit? Oh man, get through it. Fight our way through it? Five of Swords. It's a sucky situation, you know, and it's done damage to our nervous system. I always see this card as sort of a PTSD. The battle is over, but it's still, it's kind of a no-win situation. Neither side wins. Nobody wins. It's a war of man. Now I'm going to lay the rest out just so I can see, get a little bit of a glimpse of the story before we deconstruct it, or, you know. Really? Okay, this is the glob. It's been a struggle. With feeling abandoned. 2 5s. I think somebody's coming in to has something to say about that, because they haven't before. You know, it was so contentious, it was so sharp, and now they're coming in to correct it, but weirdly enough in a kind of a sharp way. I'm going to lay them out. 9 of Cups, 2 of Swords, oh God, 7 of Swords. Let's get a few more to kind of, because we got 7 of Swords, 5 of Swords. Thank you. Amen to that. Ace of Swords. Hermit on the bottom of the deck. So you might be dealing with a Virgo, you might be a Virgo. In any case, it's an energy of the withdrawal into solitude. You know, not permanently, but something in your psyche is saying, I need to withdraw to figure this out. There's a lesson here. There's a truth to be extracted. And I think somewhere deep inside, in your hermit self, you know the truth. I don't know the truth. Tell us about this hanging on after the battle. Because this is the wounded warrior. 9 of Wands, bandaged head and all. You know, there was some sort of altercation, struggle, strife, argument. And I've got 2 5s here. 5 and 5 is 10. 10 is, excuse me, throat chakra, water. 10 is wheel of fortune. 5s do indicate a need for change, so that kind of dovetails nicely. The need for change to move on from this argument or two-sided no-win situation. And from a long time out in the cold, just to about the breaking point. Tell us about this 5 of Swords, the argument. And I do notice on my table I have, I say 2 of Swords, don't see it coming. So when we get back, because 2 of Swords is in between 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and 7 of Swords, the lie. 5 of Swords, what was the argument, please? Okay, bottom of the deck, King of Cups, water energy. The argument was about, oops, we got another. The argument was about, I'm not sure. This is a card of study and learning. In that sword energy, learning how to do it differently, beginner's mind. But it's about healing. And a sword energy that's the Aquarian, I mean, this is sort of the little sword energy, Page of Swords, a youthful beginner's mind. This is Aquarian energy, which is big mind, big mind. You know, it's that higher perspective. And it's a healing as well. And what we maybe need to heal is this ability to work together in 3D and cooperate. But really, there's somebody studying on that. They're looking at it from a higher perspective. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, you could be an Aquarius. Somebody wants cooperation, they're trying to figure it out. I mean, this is the smallest minor arcana page energy of understanding. This is the biggest major arcana. I mean, right up there with the other air signs, Libra, Gemini. But Aquarius is just innovative, clear thinking. So maybe somebody's learned something about how to cooperate, and that's going to be the healing thing. And on 9 of Cups, we have King of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, doesn't have to be, water sign. Somebody who feels deeply, let's leave it at that. Sometimes King of Cups feels so deeply they hold back. But King of Cups, 9 of Cups, this is their wish fulfillment. The argument was about somebody needed to learn how to cooperate in order to heal. Let's get one more on this 5 of Swords. Because it's a two-sided thing. It isn't like one person is the villain. That's a lot. Okay. On 5 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Maybe 2 different ideas about what constitutes this fertile land. You know, this 10 of Pentacles, place where is abundance and growth. I don't quite get that. somebody being willing to invest in it and seeing, what do I have to show for this? Knight of Cups. There's a love message coming in. And there's been an ending of a cycle, a sword, because there are some lousy sword energies here. But here we have the ending of the cycle and the beginning of the new. So some full cycle has been completed in the way we think about it, or in the way we address it. You know, it's not this anymore. That's over. And it's not this anymore. It's this. So I think somebody is belatedly coming in with an offer. And they're going from Five of Swords argument to arguing for Ten of Pentacles. We could work on this. Seven of Pentacles. It will take work to get there. And boy, I mean, if this is the jumping off place, indeed, will take work. But a cycle indeed has been wrapped up. And this Knight of Swords is coming in to say that emphatically. I've done it. It's done. So what's done and what's next? And or what's done for this sword sign? Okay. Oh, we have a card. Oh, wow. This is Moon, card of Pisces. It can refer to what's hidden, not yet revealed, secretive. You know, it exists. It's there in the unconscious, hasn't quite gotten to consciousness or to, it's remaining unknown to somebody. Lovers. Somebody's ended something. And it may be the secretive energy of things not yet revealed. They're on the way up. And then sword energy, then lovers, Gemini. And I mentioned Gemini before as, so we have Aquarius and Gemini here. We have really positive sword energies that counteract. I mean, they don't. It doesn't take out the sting of Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. I think somebody was trying to keep secret this connection, because something had to end for it to come up and be revealed. And this is a card of of keeping it secret, on the down low. Bottom of the deck, World. This is a whole new chapter. Something's changed enough, and it's an ending and a new beginning. Something's changed enough for this new beginning to reveal itself. And I think on Hermit, it's a new understanding that opens the portal. I'm getting the picture of, on a sub or safe, there's that big wheel you have to turn, the airlock. We had Wheel of Fortune by implication earlier, and here's the airlock being opened. Wheel of Fortune is sort of the spinning dial game changer. There's a lesson that's been learned that allows for this forward movement into the next phase on the basis of a truth. One more on Knight of Cups. Sorry. We have Knight of Cups on the board, but there's been a maturation to King of Cups. Tell me about this King of Cups and his wish fulfillment, which may have been blocked. Well, moving toward it. Trying to figure out how to move forward. Definitely planning on taking action. One's energy is action and direction. This person's contemplating, how do I step through the portal? This Two of Wands entry point. And it may have involved going into isolation for a while. For some time. And not even time, archetypal time. Not sure what that means, but perhaps lifetimes to get this right. Two of Wands, clarifying Two of Wands, King of Cups. There's been a holding back, a balking. Like this is, how do I get there? You know, this is, maybe I can wait it out. Maybe I don't have to choose. I can just not move. I don't think that's smart. Tell us about the Two of Swords, please. The crossroads. Well, there's one path leads to reunion. To lightheartedness, to happiness, to the skip dance, to celebration with your person or people. But there's this holdup. Four of Pentacles, Two of Swords. I mean, this is... But I said when it showed up, one of the definitions is you don't see it coming. So I guess there's a reunion coming. But you don't see it. Somebody doesn't see it. Tell me about the lie, the deception. What was the lie? Can be a self-deception. Can be somebody else ghosting or holding back, which looks like it happened. Tell us about the, It might have been a lie about whether or not they were married. Not necessarily. It might be a denial or running away from what their higher power was telling them, telling us. Somebody trying to get out of a marriage in a sneaky way. Running away from your higher power. I mean, it could just go in so many directions. So let's clarify one more on the truth, which is a hermit truth, something you need to discover for yourself, or somebody did. I think it was this King of Cups. Tell us a little bit more about the truth that opens the portal that somebody had to discover for themselves. It's sort of, I get hearing like in Wizard of Oz, you know, you had the power to go home all along. You know, you just didn't know it. Click your heels. Click your heels. else? A card of moving on. Maybe somebody has to leave something behind. They've gained wisdom on that in order to go through the portal. It involves a big transformation, a death and rebirth. And we have here the ending, Ten of Swords, and the rebirth, Ace of Swords. A new way of thinking about it, a new idea and inspiration, a kind of an illumination after something ends. And, you know, during the transformative time, that's a rough ride sometimes. And it's something about facing mortality as well. Don't usually see that as an implication of the death card, but I think something has taken so much time. But somebody now is finally leaving and heading for it. Eight of Cups, and I think it's this person who's operating from their heart now, whatever sign they are. They might be a Pisces or a Scorpio. But they're doing the deep dive, and they're asking themselves the question, this is over, now what do I choose? You know, and this can be a card of fear. Afraid to end something, afraid to choose. Because, you know, this is a welcome card, Gemini, lovers. But very often it involves ending something and being able to tap into your deepest feelings. You know, your Piscean, I also see it as a card of Cancer. Your water energy. Choosing the one you love. Stepping into that kind of sword energy and leaving this, the arguments, the fighting against oneself. Okay, let's just, you know, a couple more cards. Okay, they're saying this goes on Five of Pentacles. The guides, you know, the voice in my head. The death card on Five of Pentacles, and that's excellent because Five of Pentacles is a lack mentality. It's hurt, it's deprivation, it's being out in the cold. That's being transformed. And I do think somebody has fought for this Ten of Pentacles. You know, like the opportunity to invest, Seven of Pentacles, and reap the harvest and give a love offer. It's taken a long time. Pentacles are time. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, a long time to get to the point of fruition, to grow the love. Incoming. Can you tell us a little bit more about the hanging in there? The Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, who has stuck it out. Six of Wands, victory, in that same Wands energy. It's a hard-won victory. You know, it's been successful. There's something to show for it. Somebody's proud of what they've done, that they've hung in, that they've been able to transform the thing, this situation, victoriously. Gotten through, out the other side. Out the other side. You know, and able to come forward now as King of Cups. And I don't really know who's this victory with. Well, the feminine energy is here in the moon. The one that receives, the one that can receive a relationship like this. Tell us one more on the victorious transformation. Lovely. Okay. The bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, the passionate new beginning, the thing that's sprouting, the growing passion, the thing that ignites, right? I'm really butterfingers today, and I apologize, but here we had the transformation successful, and it's been successfully transformed to allow for this new start, passionate new beginning. We have a lot of wands here, which is, life force, drive, the regenerative force. And with that new beginning, we have Libra card of justice and the King of Pentacles. The giver. Somebody who's abundant, has enough to share, and does so in a balanced way. In a way that's right, and I'm hearing right and meet and good, really archaic language. It can mean a divorce. I mean, that's possible because we do have the marriage card and the sneaking away Seven of Swords card together. But this is a very grounded, sincere, present energy. And we got all the three air energies that I mentioned of Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So, I mean, there's a lot of hurtful and sneaky and contentious sword energy on the board, but with all the major arcana air signs that are, true and honest and right and loving and wish granted. Because somebody's showing up. If they were ghosting before, they're showing up at long last with something real and substantial to offer. Now that they've, because I think it's them, successfully transformed Death card and gotten this new beginning. They have the wand in the hand. They know where to go. Wands are directional. And what to do. Wands are about taking action. And it has taken a long time. Hermit also speaks to time. But it's coming in. And I know I've been saying that for weeks and weeks. It seems like forever. It seems like forever. Maybe 5 years. Hanging on for 5 years. But there's a quickening because we have Knight of Swords, Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. Things new and fresh and now. Now. Let the games begin. Okay, they're saying one on let the games begin. How do we learn how to cooperate? I saw Four of Swords. Do the healing work. Do the healing work. In sword energy. And this is respite, taking the time out to kind of get your head straight. to heal. And that's part of what we've been learning how to do. With a fresh approach, beginner's mind. Learn how to heal. It's a card of healing. Star is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's a beautiful energy. You know, you have the maiden with the two vessels. It's sort of like the wellspring, the endless wellspring of healing energy from on high, but embodied here below. And it's healing work. You know, it just does take time. It does. Do we want somebody coming in when they're not healed, or us coming in broken and expecting the other person to heal us? By showing up? We heal, then they show up. We do the work, then they show up. And this time it's authentic and real. This time. Fingers crossed. I believe it. I do believe in spooks. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Do that familiar thing, and we'll see you next time. I love you guys.